So today I'm bringing you guys this look today, and honestly I was just playing with makeup, answering some of your questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. So I hope you guys all enjoy this look, and if you want to see how I got it, then please keep on watching. Today I'm going to start by prepping my skin. Now I have a tinted SPF here, and I also have a primer. Now I tend, for like the past week, I have been going on and off between applying the sunscreen first and then the primer, and then the primer first and then the SPF. Today I am just going to do the SPF first. So this one is by Shiseido, and this is their Sports BB sunscreen. And this one's actually in the shade Light, which I think I was kind of stupid when I bought this because I wanted to buy medium. And then when I bought it, it was light. And so now it doesn't match me. But I'm going to be using a darker-ish foundation on top, so then it evens out in the end. So just for now, I'm going to look a little crazy. She's cute. I mean, I really like this sunscreen in particular because it's really light. It would have blended more into my skin if it wasn't tinted. I do have another SPF in their line that actually blends out clear, but this is just good as like a lightener to my other darker foundations. I got really light because what happened was this winter was so cold, and I feel like I have not seen the sun in ages, so I just got light. So on top of this, and to prevent it more from getting a little greasy, because you guys know sunscreens do get greasy, this one on its own doesn't really get to that point, but the primer that I'm using will help it just really stay matte and really stay put. And this one is the Catrice Keep Me Matte Primer. I've really been into this. She's so good. I think the main reason why I really love this primer is because some of my foundations and concealer likes to clock out early, and they like to break down a little greasy. They also like to crack in my smile lines, and it's not a cute look, honestly. So to keep a matte primer underneath, because I'm not oily, helps the products on top rather than my skin. So then when I use a matte primer, I just moisturize a little bit extra. Now I'm going to use my Colourpop No Filter foundation. I have the shade Medium 80. This is one of those foundations that really do run a little bit dark and clocks out a little too early. So using the combination of these two products to prime my skin helps make this foundation look the best, because with other primers, other methods, this foundation just cracks all around my mouth here. I have a full review. Under my eyes, it's a mess. So I like to at least try and finesse it as much as I can, just so I don't waste anything. So now you can clearly see the foundation matches my neck a lot more. Normally it would be just a little too orange on me, but because I have that light tinted sunscreen underneath, it really diluted the shade down, and now it's a better match. My smile lines don't crack as often, and my face looks great. I actually have like no product in this concealer tube. This is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in Light 18. I'm just going to use as much as I could scrape out to highlight my face just a little bit more. This concealer is cool. I think it pairs well with the foundation, but just like the foundation, the concealer creases as well, so I have to use powder. So I will be getting into that after I blend this out. Ooh, also while I'm blending out my concealer, I screenshotted some questions that you guys asked me on Instagram that I never had a chance to answer on Instagram. So I thought, you know, let's spice it up a little bit and let's answer some questions while we're here. So I'm not gonna really pick and choose. I'm just gonna go with the first one. What is something new that you wanted to try for a long time? Ooh, what is something new? Honestly, I'm not that adventurous. The only thing new that I'm always down to do is like try a new restaurant or like try new food. There's nothing like skydiving that really sparks my interest, you know, like super crazy. Things like that actually really scare me, but I'm always down to try new foods. I'm always down to go to a new amusement park. I love amusement parks, by the way. The best. I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the ShopMissA banana powder. This one is the loose version, And while I do this, how does it feel to be where you are now versus when I started? And I think this is referring to my YouTube channel. My love is still here. Honestly, I love what I do. It never feels like a job. Filming and editing never feels like a task. It's always, I don't know, I think when you like something, it never feels like, oh, I have to do it. Oh, I have to find time to do it. If you like something, you're always gonna have time for it. But I think if we're talking about feelings solely, I feel a lot more confident in my skin, and I feel a lot more confident talking to a camera. I was a very awkward person, and I still kind of am. I'm still trying to get out my comfort zone, but this is my comfort zone, which is why I'm able to voice my opinions and talk as freely and as confidently as I can now. If you do watch my older videos, which I mean, I'm so sorry if you do. If you do watch them, you can kind of see like I'm very hush hush, and I still get like that. Like my voice gets very hush hush when I'm in an awkward position where I don't want to talk. And it's not that I didn't want to talk, it's just that I was so awkward, and I was in also a really bad place in my life. And just overall, I think after 4 years, there's so much that happened, and overall I'm just a better person. But I love doing this. I love creating videos, and I love editing videos, and I just love talking to you guys. It's literally the best feeling, and I'm so proud to have been able to comment back on all of the comments on my channel, because it's a lot, you know, it's a lot of people, but I don't regret it. Surprisingly, I still get the question of if I'm Cambodian. I don't know how many more videos, I don't know how many more description boxes I need to put out that say I'm Cambodian. There's literally an FAQ box in my description box, and the first thing I think is like, I'm Cambodian, which is so funny. Yes, I am. I may not look Cambodian, and I may not speak fluently, but I am. I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows with the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I missed her. I love it. So I'm also gonna take this on a ShopMissA big eyebrow brush. And the next question is, how did I tell people that I had a YouTube channel when I first started out? Again, I was a very low-key person. I still don't tell people that I have a YouTube channel. So if I'm like with my best friend, Michaela, she'll be the one to tell people. She'll be the one promoting me. And then we were just actually talking about this the other day. She's like, Jasmine, you have a problem with telling people that you have a YouTube channel. Like, I have to do it for you. And that's how it's always been. That's literally how it's always been ever since day one, ever since like high school. Michaela has always been the person to tell people, oh yeah, she has a YouTube channel. Or like, it's more of word of mouth around the people I grew up with. You know, some people would find my channel, there would be people in my school who'd watch it and then come up to me, and then I would admit it. And I hate that I'm still like that, but I don't know, I just feel like this is a hobby of mine and I really like it. So I don't know. I mean, I would say if somebody asked me, oh, what are your hobbies? I would say, oh, making YouTube videos, but it would never be like start of a conversation. While I get my eyebrow powder, another question that I have is, what is my biggest goal in life right now? Ooh, listen, I have a lot of short-term goals that I need to achieve. I got a new job, which is a goal that I've had for myself for a long time, because you guys know I got laid off in December, and so I was like really riding the struggle bus. I was applying to like 7 jobs, they all denied me, and then finally this one is like a great job, and you know, I'm just excited to be working where I work. I'm not gonna say it, privacy reasons. I think that was like my biggest goal for the longest time. So now having accomplished that, I honestly, so whenever I tell people, oh, ask me a question on Instagram or anything like that, everyone always asks me what's my favorite brand. And I always say I cannot narrow it down for you. Like, what do you want? Drugstore, high-end, mid-priced? What do you want? Skincare, makeup, hair care? It's just, that's such a vague question, especially for somebody who's constantly hoarding and like constantly out there trying new things, and so I'm just like, damn, like this is a tough question. So what I can tell you, I'll just be like pretty quick with it. With drugstore makeup, things that you can buy in store, I definitely still believe Wet n Wild is still king. I just think that their brand is amazing. I can literally walk into any store and find something from the Wet n Wild line that intrigues me and that makes me want to buy it, makes me want to try it. As far as things where you can only get online or mostly online, Colourpop and ShopMissA and Juno & Co. for sure. Those are definitely my top picks. And then there are brushes and there are like other things out there on the market. High-end, high-end, what am I a whore for? Probably Too Faced. I think I've tried a lot of Too Faced in my time and I really like it. What else? Skincare, The Body Shop. If you ever watch my skincare videos, The Body Shop, the best. Hair care, I love Not Your Mother's. There's just, those are all just things that are on the top of my head. There's of course a lot more, but yeah, everyone always asks me what's my favorite brand, and honestly that's all I can really tell you. Today I'm going to be using the Supreme Femme palette. I feel like I haven't had a lot of tutorials using this one in particular, so I'm going to use it today. I also get questioned what's my height, because you guys know, you guys only really see me from the chest up, so I can understand like why you guys want to know my height. I'm 5'5", pretty above average for an Asian lady. I think a lot of Asian women range around like 5'2" as an average height, maybe 5 feet. So I'm like pretty up there, not too tall. I want to be taller, but I mean, what can you do? I'm gonna go get my knees done. That's what I'm gonna do. I got a really interesting question asking, is it hard living with my boyfriend? Yes. It's hard living with any man. These one-dimensional creatures. It is so hard to live with them. I swear. It could just be my boyfriend, but he like never does any chores. And I talked to him about this and he thinks it's so funny, so that's why I'm going to talk about it today. He thinks it's so funny when I get mad because I'm smaller than him about chores. And I mean, it's fine, like I really don't care, but sometimes you just have too much on your plate and then you're just like, damn, what if I never had to do chores? And what if you did it? That's how I feel sometimes. It's hard living with him, but at the same time, I do like his emotional support, and I think he is a really good boyfriend to a certain extent, because sometimes he does piss me off. But that's only because we're both fire signs, and you know, fire with fire, it's just, you know how that goes. But there's always like hit and misses whenever it comes to relationships, and of course everyone is different. But I do appreciate him for always being there and sticking with me, and I love always coming home to him, just because he's the only like really close thing I have. But in the beginning, it definitely was hard because I was going through a lot of financial issues. This was the time where I just got laid off. This was just a really hard time for my mental health, and I think that it was just so hard to get my foot in the water and like start, you know, being able to live life, I guess. And he was definitely there to help mentally support me. But as far as like financially and physically, I think it was a lot harder than we anticipated, just because I felt like I brought in a lot of heavy weight into the relationship when we started moving in, and that's just how it went at the time. But so far now, I think it's a lot better. I'm trying to blend this yellow right on top of this pink that I placed, but you can't see it because I'm already yellow. So there's always a misconception that I'm like super confident and like always positive. And I did get a question asking how am I so confident and beautiful? The beautiful part? The confident part, I could probably elaborate a little bit more. So like I said earlier, when you're doing something that you like, especially for a long period of time, you grow accustomed to it, and I feel like through my time that's how I personally gained confidence. You know, I'm not scared to order food from like a waiter. Like that was a big struggle for me. I was so scared to do that. So being able to talk to a camera and interact with different people online has definitely helped me in a positive way, because I was able to step outside my shell a little bit and do things that I wasn't able to do before, like talk to a waiter. And that was just my way of helping myself, and it was totally unintentional. I never walked into this thinking, oh my god, my self-esteem is gonna skyrocket. Like I never thought that. And it just, I don't know, I just kept doing it because I liked it, and before you know, it was already 4 years. Like I'm in college, and it's just like, damn sis. I'm gonna take a Jelly Much eyeshadow. This one's the one that I just reviewed. This is the Close to You shade. And I'm gonna take this on my finger and I'm just gonna slap it on my eyes. So I also got another question asking what inspires me on a daily basis. That's almost a weird question for me personally, because nothing really inspires me. As weird as that like really sounds, nothing really is like so inspiring. Like I don't know. I just get up and do it. Like honestly, like that's just me and my mindset. Like I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do something just because I like it. And that's how I've always been. I don't know, I don't have a role model, I don't have a hero. You know, like whenever you were in elementary school, they always asked you, oh, who's your hero? I never had one. I was like, I'm my own damn hero, damn it. So I really didn't answer that question very well. That was just a weird question for me because I can't really relate to anybody who actually wakes up and feels inspired by something. Like I don't wake up and I don't get inspired by the birds chirping in the morning. That's just not me. It's not how I roll, but I mean, for some people, that's how they get inspired. Alright, so I thought I would just do my eyeliner and mascara off camera simply because I already have an eyeliner tutorial and I feel like I always do it on camera. So I just decided I'm gonna do it off camera, save some time a little bit. I use my NYX Epic Ink Eyeliner, I use my Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara, and then I have a light purple color in my waterline. That's Marc Jacobs Mist Me eyeliner. And now I'm actually gonna go into these new lashes that I just got. These are by Lovely Vanity. These are in the style GND. They're super pretty and fluffy, and I can't wait to apply these. These are ready to pop on. I applied my Lilly Lashes glue on these simply because that's the only lash glue I have available at the moment in my kit. These are nice. They are lightweight, they're big, they're fluffy. Ooh, these are cute. Wow. Love that for us. So now let's go on into the face. It's just bronzer, blush, highlight today, but I do want to actually take out a highlight I haven't used in literally months, simply because I stored it away when I moved in with my boyfriend. Today's bronzer of choice is my Catrice Sun Lover Bronzer. I freaking love this stuff. It's so good. I'm really into, I want to say, baked items right now for the face, because you can never go too heavy-handed with it, I've noticed. Like, you can continue to apply and apply and apply, and it's just gonna continue looking good. And by the way, I'm using those Wet-n-Wild Pro Line brushes that I reviewed on Monday. To match the eye look, I'm gonna go in with a pretty pink blush. This is the Orgasm by Nars. I love blush. I love it. I don't think I expected myself to ever say that in my life, because I don't know. I always thought blush was for old women. To enhance that glow, I'm going to go in with that highlighter that I was talking about earlier, which is the Wet n Wild Golden Flower Crown Highlight. I absolutely love this stuff. This stuff is actually amazing. I'm surprised I haven't hit pan on it, but the flower, she's been through it, you know. So I will be using this today, and I will be using it with my ShopMissA highlighter brush, and I'm going to smile and apply it right where the light hits. I'm also going to take a little bit of the e.l.f. Brow Wow in my brows. I really like this stuff. It's so good. Just adds like the smallest touch to the eyebrows, makes them look better. So I just got some liquid lipsticks and some regular lipsticks from the Real Her line, and this is their Be Brave Matte Liquid Lipstick. This one is a metallic rose gold, so it's going to be a metallic liquid lipstick, and I've never tried one of those. Also, I just became an affiliate with them, and you can use my code ThatsSoYin for 15% off. You guys know I actually really like their stuff. I don't know how I feel about this color, but we're trying something new. I need to add a nude lip liner. I'm using the Real Her I Am Confident lip liner. This is so good. To lock everything in, I'm going to go in with the Catrice Prime and Fine Anti-Shine Spray. Up this video. Hope you guys all enjoy. So I actually just finished off the look with just mildly straightening my hair. I mean, there's some sections that just are pissing me off today, but I just pinned my bangs back and just called it a day. I think it's really cute with this mock neck tee. I think it's a look. And honestly, this pink lip, whenever I have a purple eye, I feel like that's when I can experiment with my pink lips. So I'm feeling pretty good in this, and I hope you guys all enjoy, and I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for asking me questions on Instagram, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.